where I was gonna go. Oh, that's not the first time. Tales games actually are a lot darker than what people may think they are. That's actually why I'm anxious to see what they do with the next one, because my understanding is they're not going to sugarcoat it. They're going to be all like, yeah, this crap's happening. It's for real. Get over it. Not as many edits, and they're going to leave a lot more blood in. Well, for at least that's what I understand.
Shouldn't we tell Saray and the others about how useful the lords of the land are?
If you keep babying them instead of letting them think for themselves, they're just gonna turn into, well, babies. But then again, they do need to know things like how the affected area is predetermined, and how boons increase as you engage in more battles.
And also how, if there's a skill you want, you could ask a Norman to increase the enemy drop rate.
And not to mention how, as you acquire more boons, the amount of boons you can make effective increases as well. If they knew that much, it'd be plenty.
I just want to make sure that, if they wind up in an area with no boons, they know to focus first on restoring the Lord of the Land's blessing to the area.
Even if you don't have confidence in your battle abilities, common sense is common sense, no matter how you cut it.
Huh. Interesting.
Did you eavesdrop on our conversation?
What, is that a crime?
Never straight out mentioned it, but there's always I don't remember where. It may not even been a Tales game, but there have been certain storylines where I've seen it hinted at. Kind of like, you know, common sense will tell you that's what happened. Mainly because they want to keep the game, you know, for the teen ratings.
Prepared the bottles.
They start implying things a little more out there. They'll be
Saray,
borderline mature rated,
Don't forget about the library key.
and they got to be very careful doing
Right.
that.
I need to return it to Nath. Nath!
Oh, Saray.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember
I can't
right
return
now.
this. It's from Agatha.
It's been a while.
The key to the library. Thanks, and sorry to trouble you.
I just know I remember seeing it somewhere.
Looks like Marlin's livening up.
And we have you folks to thank for it. The city's greatest days still lie ahead.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be like Maltran. I'm gonna be the second Blue Valkyrie. Boys can't be Valkyries, dummy. If Maltran's teaching anyone, it's gonna be me. She's not gonna teach you. Your clothes aren't even blue. They will be once I finally get my mom to buy some.
Someone's popular.
It's because Lady Maltran actually comes from Marland. She only became heir to her line when all the other successors passed away. And while her sense of responsibility was second to none, she was quite a frail young girl. She has trained herself very rigorously. And now she is the Blue Valkyrie.
So they're opposites.
What?
Nothing. You just clarified something for me.
Oh, I don't really get it, but I'm glad I could be of help to the shepherd.
I had one more thing I wanted to ask. Have you heard of Irish gems?
Iris gems? We have one. I just enshrined it in the sanctuary as an offering for the town's restoration.
Can we borrow it? There's something we're investigating.
I wouldn't dream of refusing the shepherd's request. Please, keep it as long as you like.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, old man.
Think nothing of it. We are also greatly indebted to the sparrow feathers.
Alright. But yeah, I don't remember what storyline it was. I just remember it being in one of the games. And like I said, it may not have been a Tales game, but I know it was somewhere. I played a lot of RPGs. I've played so many. You leave out the Guilty Gear series. Those even went full on mature at one point.
You're there, aren't you?
As far as rating went. They've since dropped it back down to a teen rating with the later entries.
Wow, I never knew there were once so many shepherds, all using their purification powers on Hellions.
So the question is, why and how did they disappear?
What do you think?
If the existence of so many shepherds depended on Mautellus, then...
When Mautellus disappeared, so did all of them.
Isn't it too early to jump to conclusions?
Well, what other possibilities are there?
Maybe humans abandoned their faith in Seraphim to the extent that shepherds just ceased to exist.
Perhaps the large crowd of shepherds we saw was just a historical anomaly.
Maybe only people like Saray can be shepherds, and there's just fewer nice guys in the world these days.
Huh. So there's plenty of other possibilities.
I guess that means we have to keep collecting information.
Yes, if you do that, you will surely arrive at your answer.
Now granted, BlazBlue's newer, but trust me, Guilty Gear's got a crazy story, but it's a story. And I like with the more recent ones, they seem to be getting their things together back on it with it again. Well, I'm excited to pick up the new Guilty Gear when it comes out. Oh, as long as I can come up with the money for it.
Saray, when you said they're opposites...
Boy, are you thick. Thick, Leo.
Hey, I was gonna say you meant her and Alicia, if you'd let me finish.
Forget it. The moment is over. Mickly over.
How did my life get to this point?
It's not a bad thing for them to contrast with each other, just...
They've been striving for the same goal, even though their motivations and circumstances are different.
Right. Alicia chose to carry out her duty as royalty, even though it hasn't been going as well as she'd hoped. While Maltran never wanted to be a knight, but nevertheless, she's achieved great deeds and earned the respect of the people.
In each case, things haven't gone entirely as planned.
Perhaps both of them feel that way.
Hello. Is Alicia here?
Shouldn't you announce yourself? Or don't you have any respect for this family?
I'm sorry. My name is Saray.
Saray? Pardon my rudeness. The princess has spoken highly of you. She's out right now. We're not sure when she'll be back.
Work-related?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
She's going after a suspect who's leaked information to the Roland's Empire.
There definitely must be a spy going around, given the timing of their advancement.
I commented on it.
Yes, even Alicia was under suspicion for it before.
Wow, the Princess of Highland would go so far as to do that herself?
No, it's supposed to be the military's job, but she's acting by herself. Saying that she had to stop a clash between the two countries.
But isn't she taking it a bit too seriously?
Ever since the Battle of Glaven, she's been pushing herself so hard.
That's
So
very
hard.
like her.
I'm worried. She behaves so recklessly when she's alone. She just headed out to a round-eyed forest to gather info about the origin village, Camlon.
Huh. Camlon, you say?
It's the village where the Age of Chaos started, I think. But it's just some legend.
Yes, she heard a rumor there were some clues in the depths of a round-eyed forest and headed out there.
So that's how she came to Alicia.
But her hunch was wrong. I've never heard of this origin village from Gramps nor the other villagers.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll take my leave. Please tell Alicia that I'll come visit again.
Okay, I think we got a heading.
I think she's pushing herself as a princess.
Alicia's always been like that.
That's exactly why I'm worried.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to stop here in just a moment. I'm gonna get to
Don't move. You are under arrest for leaking confidential info.
Looks like Alicia came to the same conclusion.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, this is just a misunderstanding. Please take your leave, Princess. This is...
Don't make excuses. I found evidence of connections to Rowlands in this very residence. Renovations for Grifflet Bridge, order forms of military arsenal, unauthorized transactions for...
That is simply a reward for his support.
Support?
Logos is an important person who connected Rowlands and Highland through unofficial diplomacy.
What does that mean?
On the surface, diplomacy between Highland and Rowlands has been cut. He must have been negotiating with them on his own for some time in secret.
So then he's not a spy, but a liaison.
Meaning even with the war going on, there's been work done.
Such is politics.
This is a major problem. If the channel gets blocked, both countries will fight until they're both obliterated.
But no one ever told me anything about it.
Of course they didn't. Not to someone like you.
well.
I hope you're prepared to pay for your indiscretion.
In any case, we must change our strategy. We will be expecting your sincere apology at a later date.
Understood.
I love how they just leave balls of shiny laying around.
That was killer, Lila. You were in perfect harmony.
He was quite skilled despite his youth.
Yeah, compared to him.
You've still got a long way to go.
Lila, I wish I could go on a journey like that with you.
Saray.
Excuse you, Saray.
Huh?
Yes. This journey now is every bit as enjoyable as it was back then. Thanks to everyone here.
Alright. Oh, that was something. Alright. So, what next?
Wonder what happened to Alicia.
Let's go to her house.
Hey, you there. Take this to the inn.
You! This is all your damn fault!
Oh,
Hurry up, kid.
All the grown-ups do is order us around, day in and day out. You call this saving us? Some shepherd you are. Screw you!
Well.
Looks like they've turned to honest labor now.
Yeah, but it did make us popular, that's for sure.
That's fine, as long as they're keeping out of trouble.
Saray.
Might as well see what the chances are of, or skits.
Dezel, do you know a lot about ruins?
I do have some knowledge about them since I've been around, but I've never been interested enough to explore.
It's really fun to imagine what these artifacts have been through over the years. Ponder over our new discoveries, close in on the truth, or expand on what we already know.
I do have the ability to sense certain smells left behind in the earth, to detect humans and certain objects left behind since ages past.
Whoa, you can sense through smells? Is that something even someone like me could learn?
You can learn through experience to a degree, but you need talent if you want to truly master it.
I'll try my hardest. Let me know if I overlook anything important.
Yeah, as long as I don't get into the way of your precious hobby.
Yeah, don't get in my way, sir. Don't get in my way.
Saray, wait.
How did it go? Fortunately, we were able to prevent rumors from spreading. Though in the end, I did have to prostrate myself.
That must have been hard.
Don't worry, it's fine. I did go a bit too far after all. The Difta family has been surviving as a branch of the Imperial family. But my mother was born to normal citizens, and was later courted on a whim by my father. So everyone forgave me and assumed it was natural I didn't follow politics.
Milady!
And so... that's why I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to gain acceptance from everyone in honor of my late father and mother. Was I wrong in the end?
I shall go fetch some more tea. Let's leave her alone, just for a moment.
Right.
Alrighty.
Being a princess sure sounds rough.
Nations and politics are like an entwined spiderweb full of people's desires. If you are too full of ideals, you'll be entangled in the web instantly.
But still, I don't want to say that Alicia's completely wrong.
Especially since we know the reason why she's been working so hard.
In times like these, Alicia's straightforwardness is a truly valuable asset. However, a sword that is too hard can break easily.
True, and besides, Alicia does make sound arguments.
Isn't that a good thing?
It's like, you know how if someone pointed out your wrongdoings, it really hits you? You'd probably get discouraged, or even snap.
They're only human after all.
Meaning that by pushing her sharp reasoning on others, It causes cognitive dissonance and turns people against her. So that's it.
Even though she's right, she's met with hostility. And she faces her challengers straight on, which in turn only brings forth even more hostility.
So that's why she worries so.
What a pain.
I'm sure it's tough on her.
However, I don't think Alicia's feelings are completely misguided. Though we may need to assess the situation to know for sure.
Alicia isn't the only one. I need to see for myself as well.
I'm just gonna have to go place to place until I find something.
Lila, how did you know Gramps?
Is Zenris his real name?
Yep. No one calls him that in Alicia, though.
I've met him before. Just once.
Weren't you guys having some sort of serious conversation? What was that?
A cheeky chimp chuck cheap chocolate chips in the cheap chocolate chip shop.
This again?
Since when did you know that Saray and Mickleo were the old man's family?
Red leather, blue leather, yellow leather. Red leather, blue leather, yellow leather.
Come on, just tell us.
I don't need to know. Gramps wouldn't do anything to harm us. I'm sure.
But if we did something wrong, there'd be no telling how much hell we'd catch.
So you trust him?
Yep. As much as I trust Lila.
The Valkyrie, Maltran.
What? You know about Maltran?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
My name's Saray.
He's the shepherd.
The Shepherd? Truly, I do feel something special about you.
I believe this man possesses some resonance, however slight it may be.
But Shepherd or no, no one has yet to believe a word I say.
It hurts when people don't believe you. I understand how that feels. But I found people who would listen to me and believe in me. And that saved me from the pain.
My word!
So please, tell us your story.
10 years ago or so, I served as a Knight of Rollins in a conflict against the Kingdom of Highland. That is where I encountered her, Maltran, famed as the Blue Valkyrie. Before we could even react, in the blink of an eye, that lone woman had wiped out our entire unit. I turned tail and fled. I had no pride. I simply didn't want to die. As my cowardly legs carried me away, I glanced back at her. But she was being attacked by monsters, great lizards the size of men, wearing the armor of Highland.
Hellions!
I swear that I saw them. Saw those beasts swarm over her as she fell. And yet, Maltran is still alive.
Oh.
I believe your story.
Thank you. You do have the way of the shepherd about you.
Show enough.
Please take this and continue to care for the people, especially poor lost souls such as me.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Wasn't really much to that as I had hoped, but
So Maltran's fellow knights turned into Hellions and attacked her. Were they jealous of her fame and exploits?
People tend to resent those who excel, even if they may be allies.
That's even how military officers lose their lives on the battlefield sometimes.
That's just brutal.
But Maltran is alive, right?
I wonder what did happen.
That might have been the moment she herself turned Hellion.
Or she could have been one from the start. We don't know the exact source of her malevolence, but we do know she has extraordinary combat skills.
Indeed. It could be that the malevolence she emitted intensified that of the surrounding area, causing her fellow soldiers to become Hellions.
It's a chicken and egg scenario. Won't do any good to ponder it.
Either way, Maltran was already a Hellion when she first met Alicia.
I imagine it will be hard on Alicia when she finds out.
Sheesh, letter from Debbie. She wants her downers back. Come on! That means Alicia spent all those months next to a super grody hellion, and yet she didn't absorb a lick of malevolence. How awesome is she?
That's right. We gotta think positively.
Damn straight. Chicken, egg, it's all the same once you've gobbled it down.
I think that's still positive.
I was gonna attempt this fight right here.
Stand strong.
Oh, 44. Weak against the wind.
That is a mutant hellion called Million Bead. Even calling it a centipede would be a bit much.
Yeah, a million is way too much.
More than 2 legs is too much.
That's just your bias.
Are millipedes like rich centipedes? I don't even...
Sleeping dragon!
Vanish! Strike shield! Rail Fang! Whirlwind slash! Fear my wings!
Lightning strike!
Go! Whirlwind slash! Fear my wings! Blaze the bite! Strike! Ice Reaver! Fear my wings! Surging current! You're right, Nickleo! Fear my wings! Not this time! Shred! Fear my wings!
Clock trigger!
Wind blend! Here goes! Fear my wings! You feel it? Soul resonance! Fear my wings!
There we're getting him.
Put some thought into it! Strike! Dragon blade! Fear my wings! I need a hand! Shred! Fearless charge! You feel it? Soul resonance!
Got him.
We're survivors
Holy
no
crap.
matter the odds.
I can sense the ancient tongue. We're near one.
I'm ready.
The Cobra's one of the stronger snake hellions.
They use straight linear attacks, sidestep and dodging.
Shake them up! Take this! Be gone! Eat this! Iron Gun Rockfire! Ready? Go!
Lord of Fire!
Let's spread out!
Right on!
Be gone! Cry out! Take this!
Release my spirit!
Purify the earth! Very slow! Not yet!
Echo Shock!
Rising Sands! How's this? I won't lose! Lord of Fire!
Your words will make you vulnerable!
Get lost!
Drop them! Aphidus hellions are very resilient. Be careful!
Rain of Fire! What a formidable opponent!
Alright.
Steady your nerves.
Abandon your task!
That sniper thing sure looks fun. How cool!
You sure are stuck on fun, huh?
Dance Embers! Ready? Strike! Rise and rage, flames! Light!
Give us your blessing.
You can't commit it yet!
Be gone! Catching flames! Searing gale!
Take that.
Sword! Dance Embers!
Come with it!
Ready? Hang on, everyone!
I can get changed without making a sound.
Alright.
Ready, Nickleo? Sword flare! Ring of darkness! Return to dance, Embers! You know ready? Return to force! Be gone!
Shining here!
Catching flames! No escape! Sweet dreams! Not yet! Ready? Dance, Embers! Tiger Blade! Yeah! tough. Don't slack on the fire. Blistering bangs.
Familiar
Open the way
don't
forward.
Rain of fire! Burning
Let's
shot!
get him. Aim and fire. Blistering
Burning
bangs.
shot!
Spiral
Killer
vortex.
vortex! Well, that's a wrap.
Steady your nerves.
Yeah. Take sword flare. Fantastic flash. Searing gale. Return to void. Be gone. Dance embers. Hang on, everyone. Dance embers. Not yet. Catching flames. Sweet dreams.
Dream flashes!
Multiple currents. Bang. Let's keep it up.
Let's go! Even better!
I was clearly the star of that battle.
Easiest to notice the dimmer stars when they shine, they say.
A rock punch. Rock punch. Rock punch. There we go, rock punch. Kaka.
What's that?
Memorial pillars.
A stone pillar. I wonder if it's related to the practice of human sacrifice.
Such a waste. Why would any seraph be pleased by the death of a human?
I wouldn't want the life of a foul human even if it were served up on a golden platter.
They go on about offerings and salvation and such, but really all these weaklings want is an escape.
Dying as an escape?
When the future seems bleak, sometimes death starts to look mighty attractive, especially in this age of chaos.
Yet, offering one's own life up in hopes of helping others could be considered the polar opposite of malevolence.
You're calling these sacrifices noble and pure?
Well, I don't mean to say that what they do is right, but...
Neither attitude is one I want to endorse, frankly.
And at the same time, you can't say either one is wrong, can you?
I guess that's the nature of reality. Complicated.
Life. Complications. Love them.
Let's begin the pyramid
Yeah! Lord of Warriors! Don't sweat it! Don't shatter to lose! Open the way forward! Hang on, everyone! Hang on, everyone! Save Zero! Not yet!
Well, that's a
Take
wrap.
care of them quickly.
Ready, Nick Leo? Be gone! Rend the darkness! Let's get him! Be gone! No escape! What's this? Miss
The
Mioma!
armored hellions
Break
attack
through!
first.
Save some dreams! Water! Blood moon! Magic wall! Pillars of fire! Come forth! Not yet!
I can't believe there are so many Hellions out there.
Believe that. Yes. What's up this direction? Maybe I should go interact with the save point first. Hiya!
Don't overdo it, Rose.
Multiple currents! Sword flare! Too close! Howling gale! Burn! Call! Touring head! Lord of fire!
Acidus hellions are very resilient. Be careful.
Molten wall! Predatory flame!
It's resistant to fire.
Blood moon! Hang on, everyone! Burn!
Oh, where'd you come from?
My foe is the heavens! The vortex swallows you! Aqua limit! This is it! Breakthrough! Burning shard! Doors of fire! Here's burning light! Crimson flame! May it burn your soul! Throw theirs!
Overkill? Probably. What are you fellas doing here? Border Patrol. Okay. Okay, we found it. Finally, the wind trial.